guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel and to a video. I'm so excited and so nervous that I'm literally white knuckling it. This video has been in my mind for literally 9 months. I imagined myself sitting down and making this video and what I would say, and now that I'm actually doing it, I don't know what to say. This video is probably one of the most significant videos I've ever made in my YouTube career, as far as careers go. You know, I've had some very emotional videos, I've had some very raw and honest videos, I've had some really funny videos. This one I think is the most significant out of all of them, for me personally. So this video is all about my Glisten and Glow collab. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I did announce on Wednesday, I think it was like the 2nd, or maybe the 3rd, that I've been pulling you along, stringing you along, however you want to put it, that I've been doing a collab with somebody, and that somebody is Glisten and Glow. Back in January, I'll just give you like a little preface of how this came about. I'm not going to go into like the whole story. I'm going to do a whole separate video on how I was able to get my dream collab, how it went, the process of it and everything like that. This is purely going to be about the collection, but just a little backstory was, if you are new, my husband is Air Force and he was deployed back in January, and when he left, I just got an idea of, you know, Jill should really do a military collection. I've been buying from Jill for I think 5 years now, and then in the last 2 or 3 I exclusively bought Glisten and Glow collections and polishes. I don't own any other nail polish, and that was just a personal choice, and it was never for the intention of getting a collab. That was just how much I believed in her brand and especially the product, and I do love Jill. And so I just said it to her without any intent of like me being involved at all. I just said, you should do a military collection. And she said, great, let's do a collab. And you know, Jill is just like so to the point and so no nonsense when it comes to business. She's the sweetest angel ever, but she's also no nonsense, and I love that about her. She's a brilliant businesswoman. There's so much to be learned from her. She's the only person you'll ever meet in your entire life, at least in mine, that literally their business is everything. She pours 100% of herself and her time and her energy into Glisten and Glow. Customer service is at the top of her list, and creativity is just, you know, it's on another level. So that's how the collection came to be in January. We went through tons of different prototypes and colors, and names was a big part of it, and that's what took, I feel like, a lot of the time as well, because there's a whole legal process for names and you have to make sure that nothing's copyrighted and stuff like that. And so legal takes a little bit of time, and so like I said, all of that is going to be in a separate video. This is going to be all about the collection. I am so proud and pleased to announce that we decided to do a collection, and it is called Tribute to the Troops. There's a total of 6 polishes that you're going to be seeing, and there's 4 creams and 2 toppers. I'm not a nail whiz. I love nails. I've been doing my nails since I was a little girl. It was like one of my favorite things ever to do, and I'm the type of person that likes to change my nail polish like 3 times a week. That I've just always enjoyed it. I can never stay with like one color. That's why I'm not a gel kind of girl. That's just me personally. And so it's really cool because the topper, what I was saying is that I'm not a nail girl, and so just for anyone who may not be like in the know on nails like me, the 2 toppers are designed to, they could be over each of the cream polish or worn on their own. It's not like just a glitter polish. The toppers are flakes and shimmers. It's not glitter. I just called everything, if it was shiny and caught the sun, I used to call it glitter, but I've come to find out through this collab and from interacting with other nail professionals that there's so many different terminologies and stuff for nails and different finishes and things of that sort. So there's a matte topper, but you can put a gloss over it. There's a glossy topper, and then like I said, 4 creams. So we're gonna go through each one, what they're called, and I'm just so thankful that you're watching this video and grateful for your support. The announcement on Wednesday just blew me out of the water. It wasn't just simple, you know, like, oh, good for you, or congratulations. It was like so much more than that, of tons of people telling me how proud they are of me, and you know, just very excited for the collection. And it was more than I dreamt it could be for the announcement, so I can only imagine what the release date is going to be, which before we get into the polishes, I'll go ahead and go over all of that. So like I said, there's 6 polishes. The entire collection is $50. Each cream polish is $8.50, and the toppers are $9.25. However, I do want you to know that a portion of proceeds, no matter what you get, whether it's the collection or individual polishes, a portion of proceeds are going to the USO. Jill asked me if I would like to do a donation, and I told her that the USO is so near and dear to my heart because I just came out of a 7-month deployment with my husband, and the USO does so much for military families and for the service members who are overseas serving and protecting our country and doing so much for us. So here to talk about the history of the USO a little bit more is Sergeant Cocco himself. Mr. Cocco. Sergeant Cocco, can you briefly tell us about the USO?
USO was started in the 40s, early 40s, around World War II. And the reason why it was established was to provide the men fighting overseas with just resources and help them, their morale. Obviously that was a very nasty conflict, and anything that they could do to provide support and build morale would be very beneficial to the men and the women over there. So that's literally why it was started, just to support the servicemen and women.
What does the USO mean to you?
To me, it's a very selfless organization. They just, I can't think of anything that they charge for. It's all free. That I know of, at least. I've never been charged for anything that I've used at the USO. I love the USO. It's awesome. It does help out with when you're away from family, away from home, and kind of just the little services that they offer. It is a little morale booster. You know, it does help, and that even a little bit goes a long way. I remember one time I was at work, and I'd been at work for many hours. I was dog tired. And I remember that the USO had a little booth set up, and they had just coffee and little snacks there. And it was open 24 hours, 24/7. And just the fact that I was able to go in there about 3, 4 in the morning and just get those little things just really, really helped a lot. It was a big boost.
So aside from the coffee booth, could you tell us about a few more programs that you've taken advantage of personally that the USO puts on?
I know people that have done similar things that I have. Like I did the book reading and program. What that was is really cool. They actually have a camera set in front of you just like this, and what you do is they have a bookshelf full of children's books, and you grab whatever book you want, and you'll sit there and you'll hold the book up and you're reading it in front of the camera like this, and when you're done you'll direct it to your child, and when you're done they'll take that book that you read and then a SIM card, and they'll send that to your kid, and so it's kind of like you're there reading with them. I did that a lot, and again that was completely free of charge. Where you're able to record your voice in like a teddy bear, and so when like their little kid would be home and they were able to squeeze a teddy bear, and then your voice say something like a greeting, like I love you, have a good night, stuff like that. They also, what they like to do is they try and bring performers downrange, or in a deployed location, excuse me, and very big celebrities. Bob Hope was the biggest one in World War II. He was a huge supporter of the USO. Very big name celebrities have come through the USO to perform for the troops. And again, this is just free of charge for us when we're over there. So concerts and live concerts and whatnot. The USO is not just overseas and not just in deployed locations. They do have it here in the States. Sometimes they are actually on base, and that's a really good thing, because you'll have people. A lot of the military, obviously, they're not stationed at home. They're far from home. You'll have somebody from New York stationed in Texas, somebody from, I don't know, Washington State stationed all the way in Florida. So they're far from home for very long periods of time. The USO is there just to support those men and women. They're just a place to rest, literally just nice big comfy chairs where you can just hang out, great for layovers, just a nice place to decompress, get away from big crowds of people. When I was training at Fort Bliss in Texas, they actually had a nice USO there as well. The Fort Bliss is a very, very large base. It's actually an Army base, but the Air Force, my career field, security forces, we use it to train for when we're getting deployed. And they had a pretty nice USO over there. Free Wi-Fi, again, just a nice dark, quiet area to sleep, or just to read a book or hang out. Snacks, movies, video games, just a nice place to hang out and relax.
So, what did you think when you saw a nail polish named after you?
It's kind of weird, I guess. It was very flattering, though. I never would have expected having like a nail polish named after us. But no, it was kind of, I felt honored. It was really cool. It was really cool to see our name on there, and then my rank too. It was awesome. Most people won't have something like that, and I'm very thankful, very grateful that that I was thought of, and my name's splashed on a nail polish that hopefully thousands upon thousands of people will be using. So it is well known that a portion of the proceeds are going to the USO, and so I want to thank you guys for purchasing it and donating to the USO in kind of a roundabout way. It is awesome that you're supporting it, supporting us. It goes a long way, trust me. We really do appreciate the USO. I've never met anybody in the military who does not like the USO. We all love it. It's a phenomenal organization, and a lot of what we have, a lot of what the USO offers is due to people like you who are donating to it. We try to give back. We donate to the USO every year, and they do a lot for us. So thank you, and thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.
That's awesome. So the day that this video is up, today is Friday the 13th, and when this goes up, the collection is releasing tonight. It should be about an hour from when this video goes live. So it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 Central, 4 Pacific Standard Time. Jill does ship all over the world, so this collection video is meant to go up an hour, like I said, before the collection releases. And so if you want to gauge it that way, I'm not great with like world time zones. I just struggled very hard to get the United States time zones down with the different numbers. So all of that will be linked down below. It's just glistenandglow.com, and you can use my discount code. It is not an affiliate code. I don't make any money from it. If you use the code Cocco, C-O-C-C-O, you will get 10% off of your order, which is typically about shipping. And then, like I said, a portion of proceeds do go to the USO. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the nail polishes. So we're gonna start off with the creams. I think the first one I wanna start off with is Coast Guard. this is a beautiful, and it is called Spars of the Coast. It is a medium teal cream. You're probably seeing swatches right now. So this color was not hard to decide that that's what we were gonna do, was a teal, but the name was a little bit tough. We wanted a deeper meaning for that branch because it doesn't get a lot of buzz. Jill discovered a branch of women in the Coast Guard that was put together during World War II called Spars. The program was designed to have women take over officer roles on shore so the men could go out to sea to fight. The women left behind a legacy of doing their job with enthusiasm and efficiency. They stepped up during a time when their country needed them the most and did the task through to a successful finish. Although the organization is no longer separate from the United States Coast Guard, a female member is still referred to as a spar. So this color is just absolutely gorgeous. It's good all year through. I feel like it's very universal for the seasons. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The next color is called Ships at Sea, which is for the navy, and it is just a navy blue cream. And this one is the vessels of transport necessary to carry out their mission that protect our waters. We have both of us Navy members in our families, and so this one was kind of difficult. We did a couple different colors for the Navy, and this color was originally meant for the Air Force, but we switched it at the last minute, and I'm so glad because it's just perfect for the Navy because it's a navy color. Next up is OORAH Semper Fi, which is for the Marines. This polish was something we worked on, I think, the most. The Marine is a special breed and we knew we couldn't do just anything. The crimson red perfectly represents that branch and the bloodline in their uniform. It is a completely different red than anything I own or have seen. Jill did like some comparisons of other reds she's done in the past, and she's not done anything like this. This is like a true blood red, which is absolutely perfect for this time of year with Halloween. If you guys are into nail art or anything like that, it's literally blood red. Or Christmas that's coming up. I feel like this kind of red is just universal for all year long. I feel like this is just perfect for this time of year, honestly. It screams fall, Christmas, all of that. Again, OORAH Semper Fi is described as a crimson red cream. Next up is the, I feel like most popular out of the creams is the army green, and it is for the army. The name is Boots on the Ground, which I feel like is just perfectly fitting. It is, I feel like, I just have a feeling that it's going to be the top seller because of the color and the army presence. So the description on that is they are our first line of defense to protect and honor our country. They preserve peace and security. So this is just an absolute staple in anybody's collection. I feel like this army green, so absolutely stunning. And then the last two, I know you're thinking, but there's not two more branches of military. So we'll do the very last one, which is a Air Force polish, and this one is called Sergeant Cocco. Because my Sergeant Cocco is in the Air Force, and so this is described as a glossy topper filled with blue-yellow color-shifting UCC flakes, blue-green-yellow color-shifting iridescent flakes, Holo flakes, and blue-green color-shifting aurora shimmers. All of that is a different language to me. All I can say is it is absolutely stunning. So again, this is called Sergeant Cocco. And this one was originally going to be for the Navy, but I don't know, there was just something so special about this, and obviously Sergeant Cocco is very special to me. Sergeant Cocco, so the description on the press release is, my husband Andrew has been in the Air Force for 9 years, coming in November. I've been with him since he was in boot camp and have been able to see all of his achievements and honors. This polish is the most important polish to me because he is the most important thing in my life. Without Sergeant Cocco, this collection would never have been an idea in my little head. So this polish is just so special to me, and I was so excited. Wait until you guys see the video. I got Andrew's reaction on camera to me naming a nail polish after him, and he was very flattered and very, I don't know what the word is, like proud, I guess, and I just love him so much, and I love this polish, and it's, I don't know, it's just such a surreal feeling. I got the most emotional when I saw this one just because they are, the nail polish and the human are so special to me. So this again can be worn on its own. It takes like 2 coats if you want it completely opaque. If you wanted to put this on top of another color, you could do 1 and just get like some of those different sized and colored flakes in there. And it's just so unique and gorgeous, just like my husband. Okay, last one is, I don't even know how to describe this. So the very last color is dedicated to all of my military spouses. This polish is called Serving With You because we absolutely 100% do in a completely different way. And we have a very special duty ourselves to our service members and our family to hold down the fort and encourage and all of the things. I could make a whole video just on that, but this is again called Serving With You, and the description on that is a matte topper filled with red, orange, green color shifting iridescent flakes, rainbow crystal chameleon flakes, gold shimmer, and color shifting red, pink aurora shimmers. The story behind that is my husband's Andrew, which is Sergeant Cocco, has been deployed twice in his 9 years of service in the Air Force. It is much of a service from me as it is from him, but in a completely different way. We are a team. He knows I'm holding down the fort while he's away, so he has a home and a family to come back to, whether it's a 12-hour shift or a 7-month deployment. We work because we work together. The dynamic is so important. And it's one of the hardest things ever, but it is so important. And so these polishes, you guys, the toppers especially, there's no way for you to see them in their true beauty and what they really can do in the different color shifting unless you saw it in person. Like Jill obviously like showed me this a million times with swatching and overall the polishes, and I've seen swatches from the media team and everything like that. Seeing it in person, you just have to see this in person. The rainbow chameleon flakes, like I have used that one the most. You can see how much has already gone out of my bottle. It is what is on my hands right now because I did the very last photo shoot today. We wrapped up on it, and that's also why my makeup looks a little bit more intense than I usually have it in videos. And I'm still in absolute shock. I, throughout this whole entire process, was so blown away that Jill would even do this with me. And it's such a good feeling. Like I don't know, it's just the most incredible feeling that, you know, someone of Jill's, it's not even about size, but you guys, I'm telling you, after doing this collab with her and seeing a little bit behind the scenes, like this lady works her tush off. Like I can't tell you exact like things because it's business and it's personal, but I just wish everybody knew how hard she worked and how much she pours into Glisten and Glow, and she's one of the absolute originals, and I wish she had 10 million followers and customers because she just deserves it. And I'm not saying that just because I'm doing a collab with her. You guys who have been with me for a long time know how much Glisten and Glow and Jill especially mean to me, and how I've always felt as if her products are next level, more than any other factory. Everything is handmade. You guys know small businesses are like my thing, and supporting them is so important to me. And so I'm still so grateful to her, and I still can't believe that she would do it with me, honestly. Like I kept asking her, like, are you sure? These people are gonna be like, who is this little itty bitty speck on this platform that you made a collection with? And she's like, so what? She's like, that's not what matters to me. you matter to me and this cause matters to me. And so it was just, and still is, the most incredible feeling. I've been a mess the last couple days, like so excited doing a photo shoot for a campaign that I am in collaboration with. Like, what? That's like the ultimate dream. That is the ultimate dream. And then, you know, having it go live, I was so nervous, and I was really afraid Jill was gonna get those messages of like, who's this little peon? And she didn't. And so I was just humbled, and, you know, seeing the reaction of everyone has just, it's been amazing. And I'm trying not to cry throughout this whole entire video because it's just so special to me. It's not just like some random stuff that we threw together and put both of our names on it. Like, there's meaning behind this. Both of us have military family members. I'm a military wife. There's money going to the USO that does so much. It took 9 months for us to make this collection. 9 months. So I'm so grateful to you just for watching. And if you do decide to buy even just one polish, I am so grateful to you, sincerely. And I highly suggest the whole entire collection, but you know, everybody has budgets and, you know, priorities, and so I just thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited, and the collection will be live in an hour if you're watching this when it really comes out. Otherwise, it's live right now, and I can't believe that. I just can't believe it. So I love you so much. If you are new, hello, welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. This is the Cocco channel. These are the Cocco channel polishes, and I'm so proud, and I just can't stop looking at them. So thank you again so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you are not already. We do so many things here on the Cocco channel, from beauty to home life to mom life, and I think that's it. And I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye! Just gonna gather my thoughts, gather my papers. Feel like a news anchor. Okie dokie. Hello. 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 So it will be releasing on Friday the 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is so it will be releasing Friday the 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4. I know math. So the collection will be released on Friday the 13th, which is the day that you're watching this. It's going to be released at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central, nope. Why are time zones so hard? So the day that you are seeing this, it is Friday the 13th when this video goes live. The collection is releasing at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, which is 6 Central, 4 Pacific. Yes. Yes. Right? The last cream I think is the best. What? I wanted to do something extra special for the military spouses, having what? What? Having been one, but I am one. Because I am one. How do you say that? Since I am one. And having it in person is still not as beautiful. What? Next up is OORAH Semper Fi, which is for the military. Good night. They're all in